Good morning, everybody. It is happy Friday, April the 3rd, and welcome into your online presence workshop. And the reason why I wanted to host this workshop is because this is happening all across the real estate industry. So I'll share a quick 30-second story that I think will benefit at least two people in the room. So I'm working with one of the top producers at Keller Williams Newport Beach here in Orange County. And he told me this story, and he has a client. And in this particular case, this client is an entire family. In that everybody in that family has bought and sold real estate with my client, his name is Red. And it was time for a grandmother to sell her home. So Red got the listing because everybody already trusts him. It was an easy deal for him. And grandma gives Red a call. And this is what grandma says. Hey Red, we decided to interview another agent before signing with you. And Red is freaking out. He's like, oh shit, what did I do wrong? And Red asked her why. And the grandma says this. Well, my granddaughter did research on you. And she didn't see any reviews. And she didn't see that you were very active on TikTok and Instagram, like social media. And Red was like, well, I would love the same opportunity to sit down with you and discuss this. So Red shows up to the grandma's house having this conversation. Red pulls up literally 200 transaction records that he sold in Newport Beach and says, look, I've sold 200 homes in your city. Who's this other agent you're looking to interview? Grandma gives Red the other agent's business card. Red looks him up in the MLS. This agent, who supposedly looked like a top producer online in the past 3 years, has sold 2 homes. Yeah. And so this is the moment Red realized it just doesn't matter how good of an agent you actually are. If clients or prospects cannot see that online, they're just gonna pick someone else that looks better who positions themselves as a top producer online. And so that's exactly why I wanted to have this workshop so that you guys don't have to worry about losing listings to rookies who's just got their license, who understands how to market themselves online. And I hope that makes sense. So here's our agenda today. Part 1 is what good and bad online presence looks like. So you guys can clearly see what good looks like and bad looks like, all right? And part 2 is I'm gonna ask a couple brave volunteers and I'm going to give you a mini audit of your online presence and I'll give you feedback live, okay? That's part 2. And if you would like to volunteer, you can just raise your hand and I'll go to you once we get to that part. And part 3, Laurel, awesome, I'll go to you first. Part 3 is to help you elevate the way you show up online. I have a free gift for everyone who stays till the end. Okay, so let's start with part 1, what good and bad online presence looks like. And before I show you the examples that I pulled up, I wanted to share this real quick. I got this consumer study from NAR, and they said 90% of potential clients research their agent before reaching out to you. And it makes total sense. If I'm gonna, let's just say the average home price in Orange County where I live in, let's just say it's like 1.2 million. If I'm gonna trust somebody with $1.2 million worth of asset, you betcha I'm gonna Google your name. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. For those of you that are watching this, I want you to go to Google, whether you're on your computer, on your phone, doesn't matter. Open Google and just type in your first name, your last name, realtor. I'll give you guys about 20 seconds to do that and see what shows up. Remember guys, this is exactly what consumers are doing, what sellers are doing, what buyers are doing when they get referred to you. So go ahead and Google your first name, last name, realtor. And I just want you to pay attention to the first 3 links that show up. So the first 3 links, actually click through the link and see how you're being displayed right now. First name, last name, realtor, right on the Google. And once you're done, please type in the chat yes, so I know where everybody's at. So here's what we're doing. You're gonna type in your full name into Google, first name, last name, realtor, and you're going to click through the first 3 links that show up and just checking out what you look like. If you're done with that, just type in yes. Patricia, I see that you're done. Let's wait for a few more people. Cassandra, awesome. Javier, Ava, awesome, awesome. Okay, most people are done. Okay, so I'm gonna be asking you guys 3 questions. Kaori, I hope I pronounced your name right. Okay, 3 questions. Can you say yes if you showed up? Like you're the first person that showed up under your Google search. This should be everybody, but just type yes if you showed up. Kaori, yep, I see that. Ava, yes. Iris, Cassandra, okay, awesome. Now, if you saw yourself, that is good. Oftentimes, especially if you have a common name, there might be another agent that shows up with the same name from a different brokerage, which is what we don't want. Bonnie, I see that you said yes. Okay, that's number 1. Raquel, yes, awesome. Now, next is social proof. Who here saw reviews within the first 3 links? Can you just type in yes in the chat? If you saw reviews across Zillow, realtor.com, Google, Yelp, Facebook business page, Cassandra, Ava, awesome. Laurel, yes. Guys, having reviews, Kaori, I appreciate your honesty, said no. Okay, if you didn't see any reviews that showed up, it is equivalent to a restaurant trying to promote their restaurant and their food with 0 reviews. It just doesn't work. I'm not taking my wife to a restaurant that has no reviews, and I'm sure you guys won't either. So the number one way to increase our credibility and legitness online is by driving more reviews. And I'll give you a quick tactic here. Most agents that I work with, they only think to get reviews from past clients. No, you can also get reviews from your colleagues, your friends, and your family. This is exactly what you can say to them. Hey, name, could you make a specific comment about my work ethic or my character based on what you know about me? Yes, you can ask your lender, your title rep, your escrow officer, your TC, your team leader, your broker, everybody, your fellow agent friends, and your friends and family. That is exactly how a lot of these agents that you Google that they have like over hundreds of reviews, that's exactly what they did. All right, so that's social proof. And the last question, this is the kicker. Can you type in yes in the chat if you look like the same person on each platform? We're talking same headshot, same company, same market. Type in yes if you saw that. If you saw consistent headshot, consistent market, consistent company. Raquel, yes, awesome. Anybody else? Iris, awesome. Guys, awesome. Zena, awesome. Guys, if your headshot looks different on each platform, this is what I see often. I look at an agent and they have a picture on Instagram with their husband or their wife. On Facebook, they have a picture with their dog. On their website, they have a picture they took 10 years ago. So when you have a different picture on each platform, this is exactly what you're doing. Consumers look at you, or prospects look at you, and they're thinking, am I looking at the right agent? That's exactly what we don't want. So make sure our headshot is consistent, our market is consistent. If you serve Orange County, put Orange County everywhere, and your branding is the same. If you're with Keller Williams must be on there everywhere. I worked with a team leader at Keller Williams, and he's a team leader at KW, but his Yelp said Remax. His realtor.com said EXP. We don't want that. It's one company, one headshot, one brand. Awesome. So with that, let's take Zena, you're laughing. Yeah, it was so funny. Your Google presence. The goal here is as soon as people drop in our name into Google, Zena, your last name realtor, we want to look legit in 5 seconds, and I'm going to show you how. So let me walk you through some bad examples first. Here's what not to do. This is an actual agent by the name of Joyce, her last name realtor. I blocked out her last name because we're using it as a bad example. Hopefully there's no Joyce in the room. I didn't see any Joyce, so that's good. Let's take a look at what shows up. When I look up Joyce blank realtor, here's what we see. The first link is her realtor.com. Every agent on this call, if you have your license, you should have a realtor.com. I think it comes with your license or something like that. Second is her LinkedIn. Every professional nowadays has a LinkedIn, whether you're in real estate or not. And the last link that shows up is some US phone books website that has nothing to do with real estate. Now, the reason why this is a bad example is as the follows. Number one, I don't see any reviews. Again, this is the restaurant trying to promote their food with no reviews. It just doesn't work. So no reviews. Second, I don't see what she looks like. I can't immediately put a face next to her name. No bueno. And third, I don't see her website. I don't see her Instagram. I don't see her Facebook. The 3 most popular platforms every agent must have. Your website, Instagram, and Facebook. And for that reason, I'm going to give it a sad face. Now, let me show you another bad example. This is Mark. He's one of our clients, so I'm not going to block out his name because we're in the process of making him look a lot better. This is Mark. Now, a couple good things that's going for him. He does have a verified Google business profile on the right-hand side, and we can actually see what he looks like. But the problem is this. Mark is one of the top producers at his office. He sold over 300 homes. Now, with that said, he has 9 reviews that show up. So, if I'm a seller and I'm researching Mark and I see that he has 9 reviews, it makes me think Mark is either a part-time agent or an agent that hasn't done a lot of business, which is the opposite of what he actually is in person. Yeah, welcome in, Jane. So The problem with this is because Mark is one of the top producers who's closed over 300 properties, yet he only shows up with 9 reviews, making him look like a new agent. So let me now walk you through some good examples. Here's Evelyn. Many of you may know Evelyn. She's in Mission Viejo, also one of our clients. When I Google Evelyn T. Realtor, this is exactly what I see. I can immediately see her face. I can put a face next to her name. I can see her market. She literally circles the market area that she services. And if we look at her name, this is what it says. Evelyn T, Mission Viejo Realtor, 300 plus families served across OC, and she has 94 5 stars to back it up. So guys, here's the idea. If I Google Evelyn T Realtor and I see this, I don't need to look at anything else. Her Google page alone lets me know if I'm a seller in OC, it looks like she can sell my home in Orange County. She's done it for 300 families and she has 94 5 stars. But it gets even better. Zillow, she's got 81 5 stars. Realtor.com, 3. Yelp, 13. And her website shows up as EvelynT.com. Here's another good example. This is Naim. Naim Olachea Realtor is what I Googled. One of our clients as well. Same thing as Evelyn, we can immediately put a face next to his name. 88 5 stars on Google. His personal website, naimolachea.com. 13 5 stars on realtor.com, 25 5 stars on Zillow, and 4 on Yelp. Let me put these side by side so you guys can actually see the difference. The first agent we Googled is Joyce. We saw 0 reviews and we can't see what she looks like. The second agent we Googled looks like Evelyn, and across the board, she's got 190 plus 5-star reviews. So here's a really hard question to you guys. If you're the seller and you get referred to 2 agents, and you Google them, this is what you see. Which agent are you gonna hire? Everybody's thinking Evelyn. Right. Guys, let me share something that's crazy. Joyce has sold over 700 homes. Yeah. Joyce has sold over double what Evelyn has sold, but you guys all probably said, I'm gonna call Evelyn because of the way she markets herself online. And everything that we covered here on the right-hand side, a lot of this stuff is free. Collecting reviews is free. Having a Google page is also free. That's what's crazy. Another example, Mark, total of 9 reviews. Naim, total of 130 plus 5 stars. Which one would you pick? Well, obviously everybody will say Naim because Naim has almost 13 times the number of reviews than Mark. And in this case, Mark also has sold way more homes than Naim. Mark has sold over 300, Naim sold 150. Double the production. Yet most people would choose Naim because of the way he's being shown up online. I hope that made sense. Okay, so we just looked at Google presence, but your online presence doesn't end there. Your online presence are made up of 3 things. Your Google presence, your website quality, and your branding / social media. So that's exactly what we're going to look at next. Your website. The only job of your website is this. When people visit your website, does it sell you effectively or does it sell the brokerage? That's exactly what we're going to look at. Bad examples. This is Kaylee's, her old website. She stole with Berkshire Hathaway. Now, looking at this website, if I'm a buyer or a seller and I got Kaylee referred to me and I go to her website and this is what I see. Well, I don't even see what she looks like. The first thing that I see is Berkshire Hathaway. I see her name, but that's about it. I don't see what it looks like buying a home with Kaylee or listing my home with Kaylee. I don't see testimonials. I don't see what type of experience she has. And this is the kicker. If you're using your brokerage website, this is what it'll say. Agents and offices. Now, this is the problem with relying on your brokerage website. The job of your brokerage website is to sell the brokerage, not you. Their clients are other agents. Their job is to recruit agents, not get buyers and sellers. So if I click on Agents and Offices tab on Kaylee's website, guess what that does to me? It takes me to a page where I get access to every one of Berkshire Hathaway agents and every offices under the umbrella of Berkshire Hathaway. Why are we sending people to look at our company when our job is to sell them on working with us? Right. So that's one bad example. Here's another bad example. This is Tracy, one of our clients, or this is before she worked with us. This is Keller Williams brokerage site. Again, I don't see what she looks like. I can't put a face next to her name. And I still don't see what her experience is. Yeah, it has a tiny little character here that says 25, but I need to see how many families you've helped hey, I can review 6,000 plus listings across the MLS every month for you. Here are 30 cities that I helped my clients in. And this page just doesn't add any value to me. I don't know what it looks like working with Tracy. And again, what do we see here? Find a Keller Williams agent. Become a Keller Williams agent. Do you guys believe me now that the job of your brokerage website is to sell the brokerage, not you? And so that's exactly the reason why we're going to use it as a bad example. Here's one more bad example. This is Jeff with Rodeo Realty in LA. When we look at his website, the structure is there, right? We see a luxury home here, fun things to do, weekly home tips, economic updates, all of that good stuff. But the problem was this. Every agent from this office, they have about 500 agents. Every agent from this office has this exact same website, just with a different picture. Talk about differentiation, huh? Yeah. Okay, so let me now walk you through some good examples. Good examples of what I want your website to look like. Here's the first example. This is Kaylee's website. The first thing we see when we go to her website now is her experience, her stats. And then we position her brand as a luxury brand right on top. Here's another example. This is Trace's new site. Immediately when we go to her site, we see a picture of her brand, and her stats. Also, her by the numbers, the communities that she serves, and she asks them, hey, are you looking to buy a home? Here's what it looks like buying a home with me. Are you looking to sell a home? Here's what it looks like listing your home with me. I'll give you one more example. When you're building your website, guys, this is exactly what I recommend. The fastest way to raise our status as a high-end luxury real estate agent is to associate our brand with high-value listing. That's exactly what, he's got an awesome jacket. That's exactly what you see here. This video we did at an $8 million Malibu listing that he had, and we shot a video production right there. So ask, borrow, steal, ask a luxury agent to borrow their listing for a photo shoot there or video shoot there, and film a video there. It'll immediately associate your brand with luxury listings. And the last bucket we're gonna look at is branding. And in case people don't know what brand really means, branding comes from when we literally physically used to burn a cow with a logo, a cattle with a logo. And here's why branding is so important. Branding directly influences how people behave when they hear your name. Let me give you an example. If I have a cow and I brand it with my name, Woo Kim, and I lose the cow, my cow with my branding is roaming around the city. If you love me, you're my best friend, and you see the cow with my name on it, you might say, oh, that's Woo's cow. Hey Woo, I just found your cow, let me return it to you. You're gonna return the cow back to me because you like me. But if you hate me, you may steal the cow or you may kill the cow. It is what it is. So branding directly influences how people behave when they hear your name. Awesome. So let's take a look at some bad branding examples. This is Joyce's brand and what it looks like right now. This is what I call an invisible brand. Why? Because, well, Joyce doesn't have Instagram, she doesn't have Facebook, and her Google presence looks like this. So this is what I call an invisible brand because she simply looks invisible. Here's an example of inconsistent brand. And what this looks like, this is the Keller Williams team leader that I talked to you guys about. He's a team leader at KW. But when we look at his brand, his Yelp says Remax. His realtor.com says EXP. That's called an inconsistent brand. So as a customer, as a seller or buyer looking at this brand, it's inconsistent and you don't know what company he's with. And so what does that make him look like? It makes him look like he's confused. And I don't know about you guys, but if I'm gonna trust somebody with a $1 million asset, my home, I don't want to hire a confused person, right? And it gets better. We fixed it. And here's another example of inconsistent brand. This is Michelle Duvall with KW Palos Verdes. When she came to us, her branding was all over the place. You see on Facebook, the generic, the corporate KW logo here. On her website, it's the office brand. On LinkedIn, she's got her personal brand. And even the names were inconsistent. If we look at her Instagram, it says Homes by Michelle. Her Google page says Michelle Duvall. Her LinkedIn says Michelle Duvall. So we got like 3 or 4 different brand naming going on here. So that's an example of inconsistent brand. Now let me show you guys some good examples. This is a good example of what I want your brand to look like. This is a cohesive personal brand. Everywhere you look at, you see one brand. Evelyn T. Homes. If we look at here, Evelyn T. Mission Viejo Realtor, 300 plus families served across OC, 98 5 stars. If we look at her Instagram, 300 plus families served, serving Mission Viejo across OC. If we look at our Facebook, Mission Viejo and Orange County. So what her brand says about her is this. Oh, Evelyn is that one agent in Mission Viejo who's helped over 300 plus families, right? Clear difference. It's not, oh, that one agent with Keller Williams. It's that one agent in Mission Viejo who's helped 300 plus families. Here's another good example. This is cohesive team brand. This is especially important if you're a team leader or you're part of a team. You want to make sure every member of your team looks like they're branded and dialed into what your branding says. All right. Okay. And here's new John. No longer Remax, no longer EXP. This John looks like the same professional with Keller Williams, his personal brand, and he's leading with 20 years of experience and 770 plus families helped. So from the examples, I hope I made it clear as to how your online presence works for you across Google, your site, and your branding, or against you, okay? And I want to make one clear point, and this is very important. Fixing your online presence is not going to generate leads out of thin air. If you fix your online presence, it's not going to magically get your phone to ring or magically get you more listings. If anybody promises you that, run. They're bullshitting you. It just doesn't work that way. I'm going to give it to you straight. What it will do is it'll stop you from losing the good leads who ghost you after Googling your name. Let me say that again. Fixing your online presence will prevent you from losing the good leads who ghost you after Googling you because they didn't see the reviews, they didn't see a good website, they didn't see a good brand. Okay, so we just covered what good and bad online presence looks like. Now for the fun part. This is why you guys joined. So I'm gonna ask some volunteers and I would audit your online presence live. It's gonna be a quick audit, just a few minutes. I'm gonna quickly Google your name and give you my feedback. Do we have any volunteers? Don't be shy, it's just gonna help you. Do we have any volunteers? Just raise your hand. Michael, Ava, okay. Ava, let's see. Michael, you raise your hand first. Michael, would you share your camera and introduce yourself like this? Your name, your brokerage, your market, your years of in the industry, and average sales volume per year. Example, I'm Rachel Smith with Compass in LA County. I have 5 years of experience and do about 6 million per year. Oh, it looks like Michael accidentally left the meeting. That's okay. I will wait for him to come back. Ava, let's go with you. Go ahead and turn on your camera and introduce yourself like this. Ava? There we go.
So, okay, so my name is Ava Huang. It's Ava, it's not Ava. And then
Oh, Ava, got it.
William Irvine Market Center, Fufoi, in Irvine, Orange County, right?
Okay.
I've been with I think about approximately with Keller Williams for 8 years. I never count my average sale volume per year, but I think about 17 million last year.
17 million? Awesome.
Like 15 to 20 around that.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So Ava, let me summarize that. So you're Ava Huang with Keller Williams Irvine, and you've been in the industry for 8 years in Orange County market, and your average sales volume, let's just say 15 million per year.
Okay.
Awesome. So Ava, here's what I'm going to do. I'm literally going to do this. Let me share a different screen. Now, this is where the fun happens. Check this out. Ava Huang, realtor, is what I Googled. So Ava, let's take a look here. Couple good things that are going really well for you. Number one, everything that shows up on the left-hand side, they belong to you. Everything right here,
Yeah.
that means there's not another agent from a different brokerage that's showing up first. Awesome job. And second, you got your verified Google business profile right here. About 70% of agents that I audit don't have a Google page, but you do. Great job. Now, you also have reviews scattered across multiple places. That is fantastic. Great job. Now, let's talk about improvements. Number one, what do you think I'm going to say, Ava, based on what you saw today?
Don't have my personal image.
Exactly. I need to see a picture of you because if I'm Googling your
I
name,
have picture in there. I think I don't. original is my assistant helped me to change to her account,
Mm.
and I don't know how to change back to my email. And I upload my picture in there. I don't know how to change my own personal picture, like a professional picture in the front page.
Great question. This is honestly one of the biggest questions that I get asked is this. Most agents do this when they want to change a picture. They upload a new picture. No. Instead, what you want to do is you want to click edit profile. I'm not going to have access to that. You will. Click
Yeah.
edit profile and click on change cover photo. Not upload a new photo. Change cover photo so you can show up with
Okay.
your headshot right here. Okay, that's number one.
I see.
Number two, Ava, based on the track record that you gave me, 8 years in the industry and 15 million in average sales volume, you are one of those people that are actually moving the market in Irvine. So for that, I need to see that clearly. So here's exactly where I want you to say, Ava Huang, you're Orange County real estate specialist, 8 years of experience, and let's just say 500 plus families helped across Orange
Yes.
County. Does that make sense? We want to immediately have them understand why we're the top tier choice for them. Yeah? Okay, so that's your Google presence. I would put the picture here, and the reviews is fine for now. But Ava, let's push the Google reviews to 70 plus.
Okay, 70
Yeah,
plus.
because right now you have about 60, 70. Yeah, I want to have a total number of reviews to go over 100 for you. So if you
Okay,
count all the
that was like
reviews, I want it to be
I
over
see.
100. Yeah. And just let's take a
Okay.
quick look at your website together. This is Ava's website right now. So as soon as I go here, Ava, I need to see a video, not a picture. A full width video,
Okay.
either of a luxury listing or a video of you opening doors at an open house or things like that. And if I scroll down, I see your headshot. Awesome. Okay, Ava, looking at this, did you build your website yourself?
Originally, I hired people to build a website for myself, but later, like monthly fee so high, and then when I not subscribe, I'm losing my whole website.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I don't want my website controlled by other company anymore. So I'm like a simple move it back to like something square, something like
I
that.
understand. So you built this one yourself, right? Or your
I
assistant
think I
built
did
it?
have someone. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. So Ava, with all due respect, my job is to help you. This looks like a DIY site right now, and it doesn't accurately match your expertise in person because
Yes.
nowhere on this page you tell me your years of experience, number of families helped, your transaction volume, your significant sales. Like I don't see any of that. And I
Yes.
can't see what it looks like to buy or sell real estate with you. So here's what I recommend you do. I need to see two buttons. As soon as I land on your site, first button should ask me, hey, are you looking to buy? Second button should say, hey, are you looking to sell? If I click on I'm looking to sell, you take me to a seller's page where you summarize, this is what it looks like listing your home with Ava Huang. The first step is we gotta get your property evaluated, then we do this, then we do that, then we do this. Oh, by the way, here's a client that I recently helped and I netted them 40K over asking price. Wanna see how I can do the same for you? Here's my calendar, book a free consultation. That is called a proper lead funnel and that needs to be in place.
Okay.
Make sense? Awesome. And if you want to go more in depth on your analysis, book a call with me and we'll go in depth. But for now, that was my mini audit for you. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Of course. Who else want to volunteer? Do we have any new agents in the room? If you're a new agent, can you raise your hand? Because there are different strategies that we need to use for an agent that's crushing it, been in the industry for almost a year, like decade, versus agents that are just starting out. Any new agents in the room? No? Okay, well, anybody else? Okay, well, if that's the case, here's what I'll do. Let's go over with our presentation. Let's cover the gift. So we covered Ava's online presence, and I have a free gift for everyone I told you that stays until the end. So here's my gift to you. To make fixing your online presence easy, this is what I'm gonna offer you guys. So before I show you what the gift is, just to show you, if you are an agent who looks like this right now, where you don't have any reviews that showed up, the most important thing is to fix that with reviews. And if your website looks like this, a generic brokerage site, we need to fix it like this. So this is what we did for Frank, running several review campaigns because you do have to show up with a ton of reviews everywhere. And Jeff, I already covered that example. If your website or your branding looks something like this, especially if you want to get into the luxury market, but your online presence looks like this, where it doesn't look high-end and luxury, we need to fix that to luxury. Drone shots, using the font or the color schemes or new branding, that all convey high end and high value. Okay, so this is another example. Kathleen, she does about 15 million in sales volume every year, and Ava, kind of like you, she built her site herself. And looking at this, yeah, Laurel, I'll go to you at the end. And she built her site herself. And it shows, it looked like a DIY site. And nothing about this page lets me know that she's a caliber of agent who's selling 15 million every year. So we of course had to fix that. So this is what her online presence looks like right now. And one of the first things we see are her stats right there. Yeah, awesome. So here's what we do. What we do is we help real estate agents build out their entire online presence in 28 days across Google, site, and branding, all done for you, no tech required. And here's my gift to you. I don't have anything to sell you today. It's all about value. So everyone that's in this call right now, what I'm offering you is a complimentary brand analysis. What that means like this is this. You book a call with me, and when you show up to the call, my team and I will have gone through your entire online presence front to back. We take screenshots, notes, things that are broken that needs to be fixed, all of that good stuff. Once you show up, my job is to simply walk you through your entire online presence and tell you, hey, this needs to be fixed, that needs to go, this needs to be changed, that needs to be updated. And by the end of that call, you'll know exactly what you need to do in order to look like a top tier agent when people Google your name. And of course, if you want us to do the fixes for you, we can do that for a fee. If you want to fix it yourself, you can absolutely fix it. My job is to show you everything you need to fix from this call. So if you would like that, you can book a call with me. But before I tell you who this is for agents doing at least 3 million plus in sales volume. And the reason why I make it clear is because if you're a new agent or you're just getting back into the industry and you're doing less than 3 million, no matter how pretty we make you look, you're just not going to see a return on your investment. Because if not a lot of people are Googling your name, it doesn't make sense to invest all that resources into fixing your online presence. So this is for agents doing at least 3 million per year and that feel nervous about their online image and want it fixed and done for you. All right. Okay. So if you would like that, you can scan this QR code. If you're on your cell phone, I'll drop a link in the chat. Go to that page and enter your contact details and see if it lets you book a call with us. Just go to www.wookimofficial.com. Okay. Now let me answer some questions here. Let's see. Laurel, I'm a new agent that just started and have almost no online presence. Is it too late to do a review? Absolutely not, Laurel. So for you, I see that you're here. So go ahead, introduce yourself to us.
Hi, my name's Laurel Lance. I'm with the Keller Williams Larchmont office, and I have like 3 months experience and no clients yet.
Perfect.
No sales yet.
Welcome to the industry. So here's the game plan for you. For a newer agent, there's a different strategy. So at your stage, the entire game is to look bigger than we are. Do you remember the story that I told you in the beginning of the presentation about Red and the new agent? Yeah. So that's exactly what you need to do so that you can look like a top agent even if you're new. So here's exactly what I would recommend you do. Create a Google business profile. Or actually, let's do this. Let me take a look at you real quick. Laurel, how do you pronounce your last name?
Lance.
Gotcha. So let me go here. I'm going to share my screen for you. And this is what I see right now. So to make it easy. So right here, Laurel, Google business profile on the right hand side. That is the number one thing we need to do. Headshot, your market, and your contact info. Google business profile is absolutely free. If you don't know how to create one, just type how to create Google business profile. Number one. Number two, I need you to put together an Excel spreadsheet with everyone and anyone who can make a comment about your work ethic or character. Yes, that includes your friends. Yes, that includes everybody in your office, like your colleagues, lenders, your team leader, Samantha, and your family. And your job for the next 30 days is to reach out to at least 2 people per day. By the end of the month, you should have 60 reviews. And here's the exact messaging that I recommend that you say. Hey, name. If you're sending this to a colleague, say this. Hey, do you want to exchange reviews? Make a specific comment about my work ethic or a character. Here's my review link and send me your review link. I'll do the same. No one will say no. Okay, that's number one. If you're sending it to a friend or family and say, hey, you've known me for 15 years. Could you make a specific comment about my work ethic or a character? And if you do so, I'll send you a $5 Starbucks gift card. We want to entice people to do what we want them to do. Yeah, that's the number one thing that I would focus on. Like at your stage, it doesn't make sense for you to build a website yet. Just use the company one for now. But the most important thing is building reviews. Google and reviews. Does that make sense?
Yeah, what was the script you said for a friend? Hey, friend, you've known me for 10 years.
Could you make a specific comment about my work ethic or character
Okay.
based on what you know about me?
Okay.
Yep. So here's the idea, Laurel. If I Google your name after 60 days and you show up with a Google page with your headshot, your market, and 65-star reviews, you immediately look like a minimum of mid-tier agent. Does that make sense?
What if the reviews though aren't talking about how I sold their house or helped them buy a house? They're just does it not even matter at this point? Just get a review.
So we want to solve problems when as they appear. We don't want to solve a problem that we don't exist yet, right? So problem right now is people see 0 reviews. So that we want to fix that by having 60 reviews. Oh, what if they actually read through my reviews and they're not from my past clients? That's a future problem. That doesn't even exist yet. So let's get 60 reviews first. And the outcome of that is you will immediately look like a producing agent. Sound good?
Yes.
Awesome. Awesome. Absolutely. Anybody else want me to take a look at their online presence and give you feedback as we have it? Okay, Zena. All right, Zena, please unmute yourself and introduce yourself, your experience, your market, the company, and your sales volume per year. Go ahead.
Okay, my name is Zena Reed, and I have been with Keller Williams South Bay for about two months.
2 months? Okay.
2 months, and so I'm a new agent. And my market area, is that what you're asking?
Mm-hmm.
Or
your niche,
okay,
like do you do divorce, do you do probate, do you do, yeah, whatever your market is.
Okay, I'm interested in doing, so I have a listing currently. It's my mother's home. She's 87. She moved out of her house and she's living with us, so I'm selling her home. In her neighborhood, there are a lot of older people who probably are in the same position she was in, where they need to sell, so they could have income for assisted living, or so that's the market. I want to market her neighborhood. There's like a lot of older people in that neighborhood in the same situation.
Okay, so your market is seniors.
Seniors.
Got it.
That's
Okay.
a good label. Seniors, not
Seniors. People looking to downsize, seniors. 50, like 60 plus maybe.
yes.
Okay. Gotcha. So you're a new agent with 3 months of experience with Keller Williams, and your market that you're going after right now is the seniors, extra seniors.
Yes.
Got it.
Seniors looking to downsize.
Okay. So Zena, I'm actually going to give you an advice that I probably shouldn't say, but I have the best intention for you. I don't think it makes sense for you to invest in your online presence. And here's why. Seniors, they're not Googling your name. They're just not. They're not going to go online and check you out. What they will do is they will ask a referral or some type of in-person communication. I have yet to see a 67-year-old grandpa going online, checking out an agent. No, they're asking their friend on the call. And so given that you're new, 3 months of experience, and your market is senior, I wouldn't worry about this yet because you're new. As you're closing your deals and as you're building your experience, sure, have a website where you can showcase your properties, listings, experience, market, all of that. But it's just not a priority for you right now.
Okay. What about for buyers? That is another market. I mean, I would like to pursue.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So let me answer it this way. And I know we have a lot of agents that have a lot of experience, so you guys are welcome to jump in anytime. From my experience working with literally 3,000 plus real estate agents, it usually works the best if you go after one niche. If you try to serve every niche there are, like the agents that are crushing the most, they have one niche. Whether it's Mission View listing agent, whether it's a probate and trust sales specialist in LA County, like the agents that I see crushing the most always have one specific niche that they go after, that they've been going after for a decade. And so I'm not a real estate coach, so take what I've been saying with the biggest grain of salt. But my recommendation to you is pick one niche and just pour everything you got into it.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
I like that. Thank you.
Absolutely. Okay, well, I think we're nearing the end of the presentation. Thank you so much, you guys, for showing up today. And I hope you guys got value out of it. And again, if you haven't yet scanned this QR code, it's absolutely free. Scan this and get your brand analysis. It'll show you exactly what you need to do to show up like a top tier agent when people Google your name. Okay? My name was Wu. This was your online presence workshop with linkme.co. And I look forward to seeing you guys again. Thank you very much, you guys. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.